Dave, you are a very successful entrepreneur. I am pretty sure you have immediate family. In the instance that they need, let's just say financial help, or it could be advice pertaining to finances, where do you draw the line at in helping and providing them with the resource?
Oh, I got advice for you all day, bro. I give you some advice. You need some advice? Let's set up a call. Let's give you this advice. Now, for one, when you say very successful, let's just be loose with it, okay?
Let's be loose.
Because I don't always just have it, bro. I put a lot of money into investments. Like I put money, like we're building this studio now. That took a lot of money, and it takes a lot of money to continue to build it. So one, the acquisition, but two, to actually build it out, along with making sure my staff gets paid, making sure I can't solve all your problems. I might got a little something on a little something. I can do a little something.
Okay.
Now what we did do is there was a balance on my parents-in-law's house. So I want to say it might have been for, what was it? It was either, I don't know, maybe one of their birthdays or something like that. We wound up paying off the mortgage. But it wasn't just me. It was me and my wife. It was also their daughter, who at the time, had a good job and all that kind of stuff. And I think their son might have put something in there. But I wasn't just, and I probably took a good portion. I don't remember. It might have been 50-50. I don't know. But we did that. But I'm not solving all your problems, bro. I told this story too. My cousin needed like $2,000 or $3,000, something like that, because he was in a situation. Did I have $2,000? Yes, I had $2,000. But do I have $2,000 to just give you? No.
I'm gonna be the family member though, Dave. Hey, cuz, it's only 2,000.
Yeah, I said, man, I could probably give you 1,000. He's like, all right. He said, I'll pay you back next week. I gave him 1,000. I've not heard from this man in 4 years. Not a call, a text, not a DM, not a like on an Instagram post, nothing. Nothing. Which, it's not the money. The $1,000 didn't kill me. But I'm not solving all your problems. So when someone comes to me, I intentionally am not going to solve 100% of your problem. I got a little something on it. You got to figure out the rest.
I like that.
And when you come to me, just know I'm not your savior. Sometimes I have it, and sometimes I just don't. Period. That is what it is. Your family be coming to you for bread?
They used to. They used to.
How'd you handle it?
At first you do it, and you do it, and then it comes a point to where you say, I have to no longer continue this trajectory. Because if you are the one, and a lot of other successful people in my family, I don't want to say like I'm the only one, but financially, whenever I first jumped out of the gate, and I would say, I can't give you money, but here's access to my course. You know how many family members that's have any watch time inside of my course?
Not a soul.
Not a soul. And the moment that you say, hey, well, let me give you the information that's changing other people's lives, that's not enough for them.
Yeah.
They want the desired result immediately, whether it's 1,000, whether it's 2,000, whether it's just paying this off, because like you say, they see the social media. And they, well, if you got money to do this, well, I work really hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I was only getting 3 hours of sleep when I was at the warehouse. You are well rested.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you asking me for something. In my eyes, I got freaking golf balls like in my eyes and bags under my eyes from lack of sleep, because I'm trying to solve a problem for me and my family. And then you come. But it's family. Aren't you there to, and I don't want to, let's just say, say that you take on the responsibility of solving everything because you are getting in the way of the, I would say, the natural process of reaping and sowing. Sometimes we can stop what God is trying to do, let's just say financially in somebody's life, because we have a good heart. So determining and, dictating, okay, now should I, just give freely from the heart, or should it be a situation of you got to go through this because I'm stunting your growth of where you should be financially?
They don't want to hear that though.
No, that's a,
They're not going to appreciate you not stunting their growth.
you see what I'm saying?
So the family that was asking you for money, was it your side or her side?
My side.
Their side didn't ask. Oh, because they got bread over there.
Yeah,
It's your side.
my side.
How close?
Aunts.
Okay. The ones that babysat you,
Yeah.
they raised you a little bit. And initially you would just pour it out. Yo, I got you.
You would throw a little. Like you say, you would never come because, coming from a big family, things like that, hey, can you do this and can you do that? Then cousins come and then you do, and it's like you are the well that everyone is drawing from. And I have a rule now that I put in place. If I have more kids than you, I feel as if you shouldn't be able to ask me.
Don't even ask me.
Like you got one child, you have two children, and you're asking me for something. I got 3. That's a lot.
Yeah, I win.
I win. If I have more kids than you, then I feel, and that's just that's across the board for anyone.
Yeah.
But are you willing to deal with the emotional tax
Of saying no and
and then having them talk about you, and whenever you show up to the cookouts and it's, oh, you big time, and this is the part of entrepreneurship that most people truly don't. You think you want to be successful until the people that mean the most to you now label you a certain way for what is not what you did to them, is what you didn't do.
It's so frustrating. I'm blessed because I don't get that. For some reason, bro, my family don't really hit me, bro. And maybe because my cousin does well. My aunt, she's independent. Well, there was one of my aunts that needed some money for something, and I took care of a portion.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing, bro. A portion. I'm not doing the whole thing. And she was like, yo, I'll make sure I pay you back. I'm like, auntie, I don't want the money back.
That's
In
how
that
it should
situation,
be.
I'm like, bro, I'm good. You're good. I couldn't fix the whole problem, but take that, bro. You my aunt, man. I love you. But I can't take care of the whole problem. But I also don't want the money back from you. Now, my cousin and I took that bread back.
Oh, for sure. Cousins is off limits. Listen, aunts, uncles, I'll give it to you. You good? Yeah.
What about your kids, bro? My daughter every day wants to just go to the store and get something. Every day. She cried yesterday. Yesterday was Corey's birthday party, and Sarai was like, Daddy, I need to go to the store and get some nail polish. So I got my nails done for the party. I'm like, Sarai, we don't got enough time. And she just loses it, bro. It's a whole tantrum. And I'm tempted to just go get it, bro.
You have to, Dave.
I didn't.
You did?
No, bro. You're not going to run me. And here's what I know. If she doesn't get it, she'll be okay. I didn't get it. Because I tried to explain to her, this is not your day. Your older sister's birthday party is today. It's not about you. She understood. Well, she didn't understand, but she stopped crying. And later on, she's crying about something else that I didn't provide for her.
Life of a dad.
Life of a dad, bro. But I have to start weaning her off of, we just buy stuff that you want. But also I want to get your advice, because I don't want her to have that mentality that I can't have the stuff that I want. You get what I'm saying?
Elaborate a little bit more.
Um, I don't necessarily want her to live in lack.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of somehow rolls into we have money problems. And or growing up with the mindset that, oh, no, that's too cheap. I can't have that because I don't got no, I can't have it because I don't have the money. I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but I feel like there's a downside to the way I'm operating with her.
I mean, it's a downside to everything because, I mean, it's just like the difference of opinions on something. If you do give it to her with her acting like that, especially as a child, she's going to incorporate, oh, this is all I have to do with daddy to get this. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, you probably feel worse than her. You probably not going to say it right now, but you probably felt worse than her not going to get it. Yeah. Because the easiest thing to do would just go to wherever you get fingernail polish at. Just get it for her and you're done with it. But you couldn't because it's a lesson in both sides.
Yeah.
You got to determine some days they're going to win, some days you're going to win. Parenthood is understanding that most times the kids are going to win regardless. Like, that's.
I remember as a kid wanting stuff but not asking my parents because I just knew we didn't have it. I wasn't living in abundance, though. I didn't have an abundance mindset. So maybe the lesson is I need to start teaching her that we earn. You go do something before you ask. What are you willing to do before you even ask for this? That's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to do it. Here's another tax. Have you gotten the rich tax yet? Living in Atlanta? Where people overcharge you because they think you got money?
Oh, yeah, that's real, for sure.
You know, I had a videographer. If I hire you to be a videographer, right, you will charge me to shoot the stuff, right? This guy sent me over this invoice to do some recording and then had he added a 10% overage fee or something. How do I explain it?
When you go somewhere and use American Express, they charge you more because you use American Express.
Yeah, but I'm asking you to do a job. Mm-hmm. He put 10% of the whole invoice on the invoice.
Non-refundable.
That's a part of the invoice. Just in case he has more expenses in shooting the job. It was the wildest thing. I gotta pull this up, bro. Cause Mike.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta find this, y'all, because it was so wild to me. I almost couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, why? How much is it gonna be? That's like a barber saying, yo, I'm gonna charge you $50 for your cut, but the cut is actually $55 in case I need more oil. I can't find it.
Yeah, that's some crazy work right there.
Yeah. Anyway, but you have some experiences where people are charging you more because. Explain that.
So if you go to certain places and let's just say if you drive a certain car or you pull up wearing a certain brand or something, people are going to generally associate you with having money, and they're going to say, well, okay, I can charge you $60. And I'm parking a smaller vehicle than someone that's having a larger vehicle. I can charge you $60 for it because you look like you have it. And most oftentimes, though, Dave, I know you are going to give some pushback, but you don't give a pushback because sometimes the conversation is not even worth the $60. You're like, you know what? Here go the $60. Just park it. You open the door for my kids. They're hopping out, and we're getting in quickly. Versus me having a conversation with my wife, and then we're going to park in the lot down here for $20. And then we got to get the kids out, and we got to make sure that the car doors are locked, and you got to make sure this. Well, we can pay $60, even though the person in front of me just paid $30. And it's a lot easier to just give him the $60 and go about your business, sit down and eat, and just do it.
I just don't like it, though.
No, it's a horrible way to think. Don't get me wrong, it's so horrible, but it's a lot You got to determine, is arguing with this individual for $30 and not knowing where it can go, especially in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
is it worth 5 minutes of an exchange? Whenever you can, for example, pick up your phone and see that you have just made X amount off of a digital product, or somebody paid for a consultation call, or it takes more time to deal with the situation than it would just be to just pay for it.
Yeah, I feel that the more you do that, the more you just get accustomed to doing it, and you wind up spending just a whole bunch of money because I don't know. But on the other side is a celebrity or big name, and I know like photographers, videographers, they're frustrated with it too because they're like, yo, just do it for exposure. And you're like, bruh, I don't want to do it for exposure. I want to be paid, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So I think it's tax on both sides. Here's the other tax, kind of going into our conversation from last week. The more you have, the more the person that you're talking to or dating is expecting, which is a tax.
Yes.
So look at a scenario. You have a woman that you're going to get engaged to. Part of the pressure isn't do they like the ring or not. Part of the pressure is your success in the eyes of her friends. So you don't want to look crazy in front of her friends because you've done well. And you might not even be a braggadocious person about money, but because you got some sort of status or level, you have to take that into consideration of the purchase of the ring for the person I love to satisfy the people that like them. So she don't look crazy.
Yeah.
That's a tax. And it's dumb. What would you do in that scenario?
Does the opinion of your friends supersede what we're building? Because if I get you this to look as if we have it like that, even though we don't have it like that, and I put us in a worse situation, even though I'm spending my money, I'm putting us in a worse situation. We're really building backwards here. We're really losing here.
Here's the other side of the argument. You want your person to have that status with her friends, which makes her happy. And that status can influence the conversations with your wife's friends. Or if you don't do it, that also influences the conversation with the friends in a negative way. The conversations about you
Yeah.
is you're not treating her right.
At this level of commitment that you guys are doing, she should already understand where the both of you are at financially. So is impressing your friends, no matter what they say about me, your husband cheating on you anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, Dave, you're struggling with access to capital, and that's one of the things that we do in the Reinvented Credit Masteries. We teach you how to structure your profile, build your profile, and then go into the correct institution. Because bank auditing is the process of knowing which strategic strategy to obtain funding the best is going to suit you. Most people go for business lines of credit without starting at business credit cards, or personal lines of credit before starting with personal credit cards. But you don't know what you don't know. So what I have curated is a list of modules to take you from no credit at all, repairing it and rebuilding it, to getting anywhere upwards of your first 100 to 150,000 in funding. The link will be in the description, and I know you're joining the episode, and let's eat. Them conversations with them wives, they be knowing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we can't. Anyway, we're not gonna get on that in Atlanta. Is your opinion of what your friends perceive you as more important than the budget that we have or the checking account that we have? Because yes, I can go and break the bank and get you this ring or pay for this extravagant wedding. But do you know the recovery time that we're going to have to put in? Like, we're sacrificing on the front end stuff that we're going to deal with on the back end.
Yeah.
So it's like, pick your poison.
Very logical answer. But in the moment, none of that matters to the wrong person.
But imagine, and I'm not saying to go cheap intentionally. Like, don't disrespect, or you can't put a value to the
word disrespect. What do you mean? And I'm gonna need you for this conversation in a second. What do you mean by disrespect?
What I mean by disrespect is going to the middle of the mall and buying some glass, right?
Where I got my wife's ring, it wasn't the middle of the mall.
But it was GIA. It was GIA though, Dave. Like, let's just be honest.
No, it was a real ring. It was from K.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it was GIA. You know what I'm saying?
But who even knows if it's real or not?
That's true. But I mean, nowadays they I think they can tell.
How?
That's all they think about.
So what?
That's all they think about. That's all that really matters to them. Like, at least for my age group, they'll know if a ring came from the mall. And if that ring came from the mall, it ain't going to look good for you at the end of the day.
How are they going to know it came from the mall?
Their friends, they're going to go show their friends. And then, like y'all said, their friends are going to try and impress their friends. They want to go impress their friends with that ring. And then their friends are going to look at their ring and be like, I don't like your ring. I don't like how that ring looks on you.
Or even going to see the appraisal amount of it. You get your special person a ring. I want to go and put insurance on this. And you go and put insurance. And we know how this goes, Dave.
Do you think the average woman thinks like that? That they're going to take this ring to the store to verify its validity?
I don't think the average would think like that, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think majority, because the average would be not close to majority, but a good half. I don't think a good half were, but I do think there's a lot that would think like that, more than you'd expect. Like you said, we're in Atlanta. I won't give it 50%, but 49.
This is a conundrum, because I guess you don't want to give them nothing super small.
Yeah, I don't want to say that you can't. And some people don't wear rings. You see what I'm saying? So it goes back into our culture and what we deem as like what the marriage should look like, the big wedding, the big ring, and all of these things. But you're paying a front end tax.
Dang, there is a success tax, because I guess her, and maybe not anymore, and maybe, I don't know, but her friends had some sort of expectations of how I'm going to treat her financially, like the stuff I'm gonna do for her. But again, I was lucky, like you said, and I got somebody who doesn't care about that stuff and doesn't care about, first off, her friends ain't, I could see if her friends were like being put up in these mansions and their man is, but she don't have those types of friends anyway.
Right.
So they just appreciate, bro, Andrea's married and her husband don't beat her, and her husband makes her happy, and he don't cuss at her, and he gave her some children, and we live a happy life, bro. But I think trying to impress people, but people had that expectation of who we are based on the brands we built. And I think we got to be careful with the brand that we're building. What I wanted to ask you is, how do you, I just want to get your overall mindset with the money that you have when you're dating. How do you allocate it at the different stages, whether it's girlfriend, engagement, or marriage?
Okay. So when we're first getting it,
and how old are you?
I'm 19.
19. Oh man, 19 years old.
19.
Remember 19?
Oh man, I tell them all the time.
Man,
turn 20 next year. Still,
nothing you say right now you're even gonna agree with in 10 years.
I'm surprised.
You're not gonna agree with anything you think of right now in 10 years.
I hope so, because hopefully there'll be more money that I can play around with.
Oh, for sure.
So when I first go to talk to somebody, at first I don't even want to introduce the idea of money yet. I want to just talk to you as straight up, face-to-face, base level. We're not even gonna get into money yet. So couple dates, going out, it's gonna end up costing you a decent amount, but you try to spend I want to say you go as cheap as possible with somebody, but you do tend to not want to blow the bank for the first time, because you don't want to show up with somebody and just spend too much money up front, because then you got to spend more each time, and it's going to be more and more and more each time.
It's a gateway drug.
Literally. So
Spending money on dates is a gateway drug, bro.
it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
So you go up to them, you're just talking, you're getting to know someone first. A lot of people my age, they're too fast. 3 months in, if you're still in the talking stage, you're leading someone on. It could be someone you just met 3 months ago as well.
Really?
Brand new stranger. You know them for 0 days on this earth. If it's 3 months in after that day you met them, they'll see you as leading them on. So imagine that 3 month span, how much money you'd have to spend on them to show them your appreciation.
Well, let me ask you, what do you mean by leading them on?
They would say, like, you haven't locked me down. And it's been 3 months we're talking. You haven't put a label on me. You haven't came up to me and said that you want to be my girlfriend even. Like, I want you to be mine. You haven't done that in 3 months. Yeah. But you haven't even known them for more than 90 days.
But it depends on how, is there, a lot could happen in 90 days.
A decent amount can, but it's not enough to know someone's true character.
Yeah, but you might be sleeping with them and like you know them enough to be able to take their body and you give them your time in an intimate way. And that's a valid response. Like, yo, what are we doing here?
That's true.
Especially if you spend more and more time together. If you spend 2-3 days a week together for 3 months,
It's a decent
that is a
Yeah.
fair question.
That's a fair question. What are we doing? But at the
What are
same
we
time,
doing?
If I don't know you, that's why you got to take the steps. So by that 3 month time, y'all should have some sort of direction where you're going. Like you
100%.
said, that's enough time to get into their body. You had to have some sort of talk to see what the level of person they are,
Yeah.
to see how much you like them. But that still don't mean by that 4th or 5th month, I got to be dropping insane amounts of money on you.
Yeah, that's true. But the good news is how you operate in that 3 months is probably going to proceed to that 4th month and that 5th month. But the problem is when you're impressing somebody, you don't want to say you ain't got it as a
Yeah.
man, right?
Especially whenever you got you one. Whenever you say, oh, yeah. You see yourself settling down with this one and you say, oh, yeah, I'm locking this down.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to say, I can't do it.
Right? You want to go over the top for them and keep doing
Yeah.
things for them.
For sure. I want to ask this too, as we're talking about the rich tax. Do you feel an obligation to come out like super presentable every time you pop out?
I do. I'm going to be honest with you. I do.
You would not come on here without a haircut, would you?
No.
I do it all the time. I don't think I haven't had a haircut in a minute. I cut my own hair. I just cut it. I don't even shape this part up. I just cut it.
You just cut it. And
I just cut it, and then I like cut my hair off because I'm bald, and then I just.
But I think that's more along, and I'm not saying I haven't developed a personal brand, and not to diminish like you, but you have already established, Dave, a level of influence that most people, let's just say, will not be able to get to that level in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come out and, for example, yesterday, right? I seen Dave, I know you went working out and you went to the mall with your workout shirt on. It was I was like,
sure.
bro, Dave don't care. Nothing wrong with that.
I had no hat on or nothing.
Bro, you was just in there, you was like, bro, I'm here to do it. And I was like, bro, like, but that's a level of maturity that you get to.
No.
You don't think so,
I've
Dave?
always been like that.
I've
always been like that. I've been cutting my own hair for years, bro, since college. I just cut my own hair, and sometimes I shape it up if I got time, but I got less and less time now. And maybe I don't know, but I don't think it's had a major impact on my income, but I don't know because maybe if I step out and I have that brand more presentable, maybe I could have more opportunities. I don't know.
I kind of disagree with that, Dave, because maybe you may not look at people and judge like off of their appearance, but let's just be honest, most people do.
Yeah.
Like if you come in here, or if I came on this particular platform and I had bacon collar, right? Like it was.
I mean, we don't want to look crazy,
right?
But
I just feel like being presentable, and it goes to how I was raised. I was raised around all women. So with that being said, I'm going to be more presentable. I'm going to, make sure my fingernails are not dirty and just small things. Nothing wrong with a hard working man. They got oil under their fingernails and listen, you taking care, providing for your family, my brother, continue to do that. But as far as for us, like, we're not having to work with our hands. So just being presentable in a way, how you present yourself is how you want people to, let's just say, conduct business with you, so on and so forth.
How often do you get your fingers, you get your hands done too?
No, sir. I don't.
You don't?
No.
You just clip them?
Yeah, I just clip. My wife clips. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel the pressure, bro. I don't feel the pressure to pay the tax of what people. I would wear a black T-shirt every day.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people that feel the pressure to make sure they're in designer and all that kind of stuff every day, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I have built a brand based on being extremely regular, and because I'm not super flashy, maybe that's why I don't get calls for assistants like that, because you don't really know if I got it or not.
Right, and I'm saying, like, you could come with a black tee and be as clean as anyone, so it's not really the branding that's on the
For
clothes.
sure.
You see what I'm saying? But
what I'm saying is there are some people that feel the pressure to have the names.
for sure,
Yeah.
I was once that person.
Mm-hmm.
And if I first came into entrepreneurship, I used to always tell my wife, like, I got to go and get something to wear to go here. Now, I was blessed to know how to credit card points stack to say, bro, that shirt is $600. I want it, but I don't want to pay $600.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my points. And some people are going to say that's an extreme waste of points. But it's free. I technically didn't go into a budget to pay for things that most people pay for. Mm-hmm. You actually paid more for a pack of T-shirts from Target, $20 for a pack of 4. Mm-hmm. You paid more for that T-shirt than I paid for this $600 shirt.
Yeah.
So technically, on paper, oh, you're wasting money on this. No, well, you paid $20. I paid $0.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, that's where I was at. And I'm going to be honest, like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I felt better whenever I had on certain things.
Yeah.
Just to be honest
for
with you.
yourself.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't feel the pressure to make sure
now, as far as like the branding and everything, no.
That people think you're at this level.
No, absolutely not. Because, listen, imagine most of the internet is fake anyway.
That's a fact.
So you're trying to impress people that you don't know, that truly don't care about you. Like, it's a waste of time. And I'm speaking from experience because I was once there. Oh, I gotta have on this brand before I can go there.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try starting getting a haircut every week, just to see if anything changes.
What a haircut to do for you, Dave. Listen, you feel like a different person.
For Podcast Summit, I'm gonna get a cut.
Mm-hmm.
But like for special occasions, I get a cut. But the regular every day, bro.
But it's therapeutic though. You get to sit back. Like, women get to go and get their hair done and things. Like, whenever you go to the barbershop, or if you go to a barbershop, you get a private experience, whether it's just the booth, whatever. You getting able to sit back and just decompress, because it's conversation, and especially if you build a great relationship with your barber. So I know you and your barber, you can talk about spirituality. You can talk about different things. Men need a place to decompress in a safe space. And I'm not saying the barbershop is the best place most of the time, because for most people, it's not, just to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it still serves a purpose in society, is to, like, listen, let's go around and talk about basketball or football, whatever it is that you engage into.
Yeah, the reason I don't is because I don't like having to go to the barbershop and then having to come back. Or I guess I could just always have my barber come to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about that 100 though, bro.
Or if you can line up your face though, Dave, like, you good. That's why we buy the clippers, and we learn how to, like.
Yeah, so I do it myself, but I don't shit, and when I do line it up, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just time, bro. But I could stop being cheap and just pay the $100 for the house call.
Yeah.
You think it'll do something for my brand?
I don't think you will feel better about yourself.
Do you notice that I don't have haircuts?
Sometimes.
Really?
Like, yeah. I noticed that you got, it's stubble.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah.
I never shake the joint up, bro. And you notice it.
Yeah.
The fact that you noticed the video yesterday too, did you look at like, yo, my man look homely out here?
But I said Dave. I literally said Dave don't care, bro. But I know you though, so I knew. Even us talking about it now doesn't put you because like you truly don't care.
Yeah.
Like you be like, nah, bro. I don't.
I care about my appearance. Now, yesterday I just come from the gym, so it is what it is. But I care about my appearance. Like even if I'm gonna go to the store, like I'm gonna put something together. I'm not gonna look crazy. Now I might wear sweatpants, but I have some nice sneakers on.
And let me
Clean
tell you,
shirt.
like how long I've been a fan of you, Dave. Is I remember, man, it may be 2 years ago. You gave an example of you going out to the grocery store, and I don't know if you remember this, and you said, bro, like I looked down. And I look busted. Like you say, I had on like some sweat. You remember this, right?
Yeah,
About 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's how long I've been a fan of you, Dave.
Yeah.
And you was like, why do I feel like I shouldn't come out like this?
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, in that way I've stepped my game up a little bit. If I know I'm going out in public, at least I'll make it look like something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have the crazy collar. It just so happened yesterday that my wife had me go somewhere. She's like, yo, you got to pick up this shirt because Corey's shirt didn't come in, so I had to go to the mall. Whatever.
Father duties.
For sure. But yes, in that way, I try to look half decent. Like if I go to the airport. Now, again, I'm not about to put on my best attire, but I'll try to look decent.
Clean. Most of the
I
time,
look decent and clean.
you just really got to look clean.
Yeah.
That's it.
But there are some people that will not, like yourself, that will not get on camera unless you have a haircut, and I don't feel that way.
Yeah. It looks, but yeah, I can't.
Were you about to roast me?
Nah, I can't, man.
The way you was saying it, you're like, yeah, but you,
No, you can do it. I can't though, man. It look bad, man.
why not though?
I mean, I feel like it just looks tacky for me because
Do I look tacky?
no, you got the like me, the gray. You got the gray, but
Probably because you're used to it, and it's just me.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But I try to make sure I at least got a line up every time I get on camera, whether I'm doing it myself or I went to the barbershop.
What y'all think, y'all? I think I should get more haircuts. What do you think, Armani? When it comes to like my presentability, what are your thoughts? Because you're around me a lot.
A man or you specifically?
Me.
I mean, I think it's a little different, all respect, because you're bald. So it's like you wear a lot of hats. So it's like you only got to maintain this. But it's just kind of like that grown kind of man stubble. But I do notice when it's lined up, though.
Yeah, me too. When it's lined up, it's fire. But it's very rare.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, you be like clean in general, like with your fit. So it's like if the haircut is like a 6 or 7, your fits be like really good and you have a nice hat. That's just me being honest. So it's like it kind of balances out.
So the haircut affects the fit.
I do feel a little different when like my
Yeah.
haircut
Yeah,
is fit.
okay.
It
All
can
right.
elevate your fit. Like once you get a fresh cut,
'Cause
like
of
the same 8 out of 10 fit that you have, for example, if you have like 8 out of 10 fit, it may feel like a 10 out of 10 when you get that fresh lineup and the fresh haircut with it, because you'll really feel yourself.
Yeah. The problem is I can't go to the barbershop every week. It just takes too much time out of my day. And I don't really like the $100, bro.
I'd hate
But-
$100.
But maybe I need to feel that pressure because of I'm someone of influence and I need to, I don't know.
So let me ask you this though, Dave. You get your hands done?
No. I mean,
No?
every now and again. For podcast summit, I will.
Okay.
Special events, I'll do my hands. For sure, get a haircut.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, you know how some people say, like, for example, I hope you weren't going to say that you get your hands done but don't get a haircut. I was like, that's,
I wouldn't do that. It's the same time. It's the time, bro.
yeah.
I don't got, not that I don't have it, but the time to build a business and be with my family and try to find these different, it's time, bro. It's literally my time. My days just be jammed, bro. But again, for events, I'll get a haircut. But I don't feel the pressure to pay the tax of like there's certain things I have to do because of who I am. So
Fair.
anyway, did we miss anything today?
So, man, that the rich tax, the black tax, let me ask you this before we hop off today. Do any other cultures feel that tax?
Explain it.
So whenever we say the black tax is you making it out financially to be somewhat successful, you have more than immediate family. You have an obligation. The NFL players, the NBA players, the first thing that they do is go and take care of immediate family.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they should or should not, right? I have indifferent opinion on that. But do any other cultures, you don't hear of, well, let me say that I haven't heard of other ethnicities following that path.
Because you black.
Mm.
You just know black. So we don't know what other cultures be doing. Think about, I think there's haves and have-nots. If there is a have-not that's cool with a have, they're not just going to struggle knowing that my friend got it. And if you're a real friend, you're not going to let your friend just struggle even when you have it. So I don't think that's a cultural thing. I think it's now I do think it's cultural in like other countries or.
That's true.
So, you know who gets the biggest tax, bro? The person that comes from a poor country, comes to America, works, and sends all their money back home. But it's not considered a tax because that's just how we operate as a community. I've known some people where they might be from Haiti and they're working in America and they send all that money back home.
Agreed, yeah. So,
Which is a beautiful thing. And maybe the issue is we in America, we're selfish because maybe we should operate like them. Maybe I should have gave my cousin the whole 2,000.
I disagree.
If I was from Haiti, I'd send all of it back home.
You would, yeah.
But they also probably wouldn't do with the money, whatever he might have done with, who knows.
Yeah.
That's interesting to think about.
Yeah, because I incorporate as the black tax. Whenever you just gave me a prime example of, like you say, people from other countries go and literally send everything back.
Yeah. That's the way it should be, right?
Not in America, no. Not in the land of the free. Not with, in my opinion, the greatest opportunity that anybody have is staying or being able to work, and with capitalism in America, I feel like everybody have a chance.
I think the Mexican culture or Hispanic culture, they're more family oriented too, where if I make the most money, we all still live in this one house. And I just put more money in the pot. And nobody cares.
We can't. I'm going to speak for us on this. We can't do that.
Why not?
We have too much trauma. We have too much envy, even inside of the family.
Well, I see why it isn't, but what I'm saying is, why shouldn't it operate that way?
I mean, it would be amazing to operate that way, but we like our space. We like just having, like, I'm an only child. I like being alone.
Yeah.
If I'm staying in a house with 7 other cousins and like we're all building this together, not saying there shouldn't be a time frame of where you build upon that. That would be great. House hacking and things like that. That would be amazing. But they say you truly don't know someone until you stay with them. Like, you can spend a night at your first cousin's house every weekend, but the moment that y'all stay together, now friction starts to happen.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in Mexican culture or, you know, any other culture, but I think for us, that's a hard ask.
It's a hard ask because of how our culture has been shaped, but the reason we get on each other's nerves is because we're in the land of the free and we believe we deserve our own space. And in those other cultures, they don't necessarily feel that pressure. Yo, they make the joke like, yo, all these Mexicans in one car. Well, they got one car, and we all share that. And eventually we expand and we just share and we grow in the community. So I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that I would feel comfortable in that way because I'm just as selfish and greedy as the rest of us Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about me and my family, my immediate family.
Correct.
But other cultures, they think our family, extended. If you need to come here and stay, you stay here for a while. And other families don't push the kids out of the house too fast.
That's one thing that we do.
Dang. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
I need to hear y'all perspective and opinions in the chat. Doug Washington, man. Tell them what we got going on, bro.
Man, we have incorporated a $99 school community to where we help you build your credit, structure your personal credit, and then graduate into building out your business credit profile. I'm going to give you a gem real quick. Most people are going to the incorrect institution and asking for the right product, or going to the right institution and asking for the wrong product. But in this $99 school community, we're going to teach you how to audit the bank to where you know how much your money costs and which funding is best for you. So you can hit the link below. You can, it's going to be all in the description. Make sure you just try it out. Just $99 a month, less than what you spend at Starbucks. You could change you and your family's financial future. So you don't get the rich tax. Y'all can get it together.
There we go. Make sure y'all follow Doug Washington, man. We'll see y'all next Friday, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.